Everybody, welcome to tonight's pour. Tonight's pour is going to be a turtle themed one, a seed turtle. Now this one's a little bit different than the ones I've done previously. I can't remember if I know I've done 5 or 6 of them, but I think I've only videotaped one, maybe 2, because they were different turtles. The first one was a smaller one, and it was more darker blue and metal. This one was actually a metal turtle. And then I did one with this size turtle. So I picked up another one today. And then I've done one with red on the shell. Same turtle, but just different color. So I was in Hobby Lobby today, and my wife and I were up in town, and so we were going through Hobby Lobby, and I thought, I need another turtle. Not knowing that I already had another one here. I just saw it just a minute ago. And when I saw the turtle, I saw this little guy. Look at that, with the glasses on there. So I was like, oh, I gotta pick that up. So I got him with the other one. So I thought of doing a 12 by 24 and having these two on it, like the mother and the son, or daughter, whatever you want to call it. And then I thought, no, I'm going to do just a small 12 by 12 and just put this little guy on there. And then I can do the other size with just a turtle. That way I got 2 different paintings instead of just the one. So that's what we're going to do. So normally I just film, I go ahead and put the base paint down and then go from there. That's just the Dutch pour part of it. But tonight I'm going to do, and I probably did this on the last one too, but I'm going to kind of show you how I make the background. So, because it is a little different than just a flat blue color for water, because I'm going to add some green and some red and maybe a little bit of white. So that's what we're going to do. So let me adjust the camera and we get started. All right, as you can see, we have a blank canvas. I've got some blue paint already mixed in here. This is Artist Loft Blue. So I have my blue, my green, my white, and my red already mixed in here. The red is also Artist Loft Red. The green is Master's Touch Pearlized Golden Green. And then the white is Artist Loft White. So what we're going to do is just shoot some red in there. Need to fill that one back up. Some green. And then we're going to shoot some white in there too. You shoot it in there hard so it'll get down in there pretty good. So, woo! We about had an accident, didn't we? So this is what it looks like in the cup. And so we're just going to pour this on. Like this. And I know that doesn't cover it up, but we're also going to spread it around. Now I like to get all the sides covered with all this. I don't like to leave a little white areas of the canvas even on the side. So tuck it in my shirt so I don't get paint on it, even though it's got paint on it. Kind of look at the side. Yeah, there's a couple spots right there. All right. So there we have it. Then we'll clean this off. You always clean it off really good, so I just have a lot of extra paper towels hanging around. Got a little bit of paint on them. So we're done with that. And we'll torch it. So this is our water. So we're going to have the turtle up here in the corner, just have the effect out the back, which is it's swimming. So we're going to do that. So she takes. Get some heat and create a lot of those cells in there, which is what we want. There we go. So then we have our turtle. We'll go right there. Probably about right there. There you have it. That's how you do a sea turtle painting. Pretty simple. I like it. I like it. So we'll let this dry, and then well, I'm going to add a little bit of water, or a little bit of paint right there. A little bit right there. Or just more blue. Canvas was showing through just a little bit. Alright, now I'm done tinkering. Just looking at it. Alright. Well, we'll get this dried, we'll resin it, place the turtle in, we'll have a great painting. All right, as you can see, this is dried. We've got our turtle. We're probably gonna set it about right there. Maybe right like that. So this is a 12 by 12. We got it taped on the back. I do that to see if I actually taped it. I usually do. I did have one not too long ago where I forgot to tape the back, and I just started resining, and I realized it after I'd got about this far, and then I couldn't tape it. So I took a little extra care. Now, what I did to mitigate a lot of excess droplets on the bottom is I stuck around a little bit longer and scraped it off till it started getting a little bit harder, so it wasn't dripping so much, which was not too bad, but I'm used to leaving after I get it resined. I had to kind of stick around for another 10 minutes or so till it started getting starting to firm up quite a bit, and then it wasn't dripping as much because it was hardening, I guess is the good word for it. So we're using 5 ounces of Promise epoxy, 2.5 of the hardener, 2.5 the epoxy. video. Now this is my second 12 by 12 in about a week, within less than a week, which I usually don't do 12 by 12s for my specialty of paintings, adding objects on it. One was a commission piece and they wanted a smaller size, so that's why I went with a 12 by 12. Which the client loved, and which is what I always want. I want the client to love the piece that they're getting. And then this one, I decided to go with a smaller one just because of the size of the turtle. I didn't think it needed to be on a regular size one. Because the regular size turtles I usually do are this size, which would take up quite a bit of this size canvas. So now we have this size. But usually I do the larger size ones I do on a 12 by 24. So I do it even larger than a 10 by 20. So a 10 by 20 might have been alright for this, but I kind of want to go with some smaller pieces, which would be also a little bit cheaper price. I try to have, when I do a craft fair, I try to have a lot of different pieces, a lot of different sizes, a lot of different prices, so that somebody, you know, not everybody can afford. Not saying that I'm high priced, but I do get a lot of reactions sometimes from people. Depends on the area I'm in, on what. But I've done events where it's like people like jump back, like they're shocked at the price. And again, it's not that expensive. And then there's a lot of people that have told me at the same event, you go, well, that's very reasonable, or that's a really good price. So I know it just depends on the person. It's like when my wife and I first started, when we were dating, I remember we went to this a fashion mall or something, and we went into this, I don't even remember what it's called, it's some name brand store, and there was a sweater in there for $300, and this was 15 years ago. So, and it's like I was like grabbing my chest like, oh, Sanford, son, you know, Sanford, this is the big one, about to have a heart attack. And she's like, well, that's a good price, it's $100 off. Like, $100 off? You mean it was normally $400? I was like, she's like, yeah, this is a good price, we should get it while it's on sale. I'm like, no, I don't really wear sweaters, and two, I'm fine with the $20 sweaters I can get at Walmart. She's like, well, these are good quality and they'll last forever. I was like, yeah, but I could buy 10 sweaters for 20 bucks and it'll last me the rest of my life, and I'll still spend $100 less. But anyway, that's just a side story. So I believe I've got all the bubbles out, so we're gonna get that baby put right in there. And now on these that have a flatter bottom, a wider base than just the car with the wheels in, or sometimes the bottom of it, you gotta push it down, because the first time I did the larger turtle, I put it in, I just set it in there and it started sliding, because it was, so I found out you gotta push it, and sometimes that creates bubbles. So I hate to do this, but I'm gonna get around there just to, there you have it. So It's a cute little turtle with his glasses. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Let me know if you think it's a good looking piece. Hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you can be notified to see the latest video. And as always, thanks for watching.